If the swing starts moving on its own, what are you gonna do?
Is anyone here?
How did you touch it?
I wouldn't move it.
I don't feel comfortable in that playhouse.
And so I was looking around. I was certain there was somebody there.
Hi everyone, it's Spectral Sisters again. Linda's holding the camera because unfortunately Brandy is not here. But today we are at the Maple Hill Cemetery in Huntsville, Alabama. Now this cemetery has a lot of history to it. It has a lot of unmarked soldiers from the Civil War. It has Union and Confederate soldiers, but it also has over 80,000 gravestones here. Now this location is supposedly haunted, but we're actually going to be focusing on a different location right next to the cemetery. The location is called the Dead Children's Playground, but it's actually, the official name is Drost Playground. Now supposedly at this playground, in the 50s and 60s, there were a lot of child abductions. And supposedly, according to legend, we don't know if this is true, but these children were found near this playground, unfortunately dead, and they buried them in a field right next to the playground, and it's kind of its own monument. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be investigating the cemetery during the day and then going over to the playground more around nighttime. We actually have a special guest here today, and his name is Kit Tygo. You can come on in.
There you go.
He actually does a lot of horror games, streams, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And dancing videos. So you guys need to check out his channel. We'll have links in the description and all of that. It's going to be amazing. Go check him out.
Yep.
But he's going to be here today with us while we're investigating, and we just can't wait.
I'm pretty excited.
So Linda is going to do a spirit box session. I can't talk right now. We're just going to walk around the cemetery right now and just see if we can pick up anything. She was using the EMF reader.
So it's FM going backwards at 100 milliseconds.
I heard something.
Yeah, right?
That's pretty cool.
Is anyone here? Does anyone want to talk?
Nope. I said no. Yeah, I heard that.
Okay. I'll slow it down.
What did it say?
Let's just slow it down. It's right up there. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Is there any soldiers here? Is there anything you'd like to say? Okay. Well, thank you for your time. Goodbye. Okay. There were some like ghostly gasps and stuff.
Oh really? I didn't hear anything.
Like right when I said goodbye, they were like, someone went. It's kind of that way.
It's always really hard to see this thing.
Oh really?
Yeah, mostly because the sun is shining on it and reflecting.
Yeah, probably. You say like this.
You can walk around.
Yeah.
Here's the best bet with one of the point two. Let's go. 0. You want to hold it?
Investigation!
Not really spook, but I haven't really held anything like this before. So that's kind of cool.
I might
Like
have you hold the spirit.
Oh no.
Oh.
This is far enough for me right here.
This is spooky enough for
Yeah,
you?
this right here alone makes me feel like a Ghostbuster. So.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Wait, the feeling when
Ghostbusted.
it spikes, you're like, oh my god. That's why I flip out a little bit when it spikes.
Linda always freaks out.
Because I'm like, it's spiked. That means something.
Keep my eye on it. Because if I look away, I might miss something.
We won't let you get in. But
Walk
you know
into a
what's
tree.
the funniest part is like when you look away, it tends to start doing stuff on its own.
Yeah.
And when you happen to glance down is when you notice it.
I heard a child, but there is a lot of kids around.
There's kids over there.
Yeah.
Wait.
Get a spike?
Yes.
Ooh, right when the child
wow.
screamed. But it's back to 0. What did it get up to?
It was like 1.9, I think. So yeah.
That's pretty good.
Oh, another thing that I forgot to mention was that children at the playground tend to be heard laughing, as well as the swing set moving on its own. So maybe that will happen. If the swing starts moving on its own, what are you gonna do?
Probably swing with them. No.
Yeah, maybe they just want someone to play with.
Maybe. Yeah, it's pretty hot out here.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the playground. Do you want to just go ahead and get to the car?
We can.
Oh my god, 1.21. It lasted a little while.
It's always like,
when you're not paying attention's when the ghost's like, hey, I'm still here.
yeah. Like around in this area, it was like spiking like a lot though.
It's on super sensitive mode too. It wouldn't be spiking this much if I didn't have it on a low frequency, but it's like picking up really small. But when it becomes more impressive when it gets up there, because that means it's within 200 feet. You know, that's pretty strong.
This is the cemetery. And then the playground is down there. So it's literally right next to the cemetery we were in. So this location is apparently where the children were buried. And then this is the playground. You can see Linda swinging. You want to know the fun part about this?
What?
We're gonna do the Ouija board, right?
Yeah.
And I know the names of the children, and you don't.
Oh my god, you do, don't you?
I do. And so if it happens, I will let you know if it's a name of one of the supposed children.
I'm skeptical about the Ouija board.
You're skeptical now.
Yes, I'm skeptical. I've
So
only...
we can like do it though.
Yeah, but I doubt it's gonna work. Oh my god. No.
Yeah, that's
No,
guys, that's literally turning up there.
Oh my god, okay.
Yeah, it's probably stopping.
Yeah, there might be a doll heads. I think the doll head's over there.
Yeah, what is the doll?
They said it was somewhere on the cliff, but I don't know. Like nailed somewhere.
Oh yeah, I'm not even up there.
Well, I don't think it's that far high. I think it's somewhere over there where the children
Okay.
are supposed to be.
Let's go find it.
Yeah, while it's daylight.
This is the only thing that I could potentially climb up.
I'm not climbing.
I'll climb it.
I'm down here. You guys have fun climbing.
Oh, maybe up there.
Where?
Way up there. You look like you're climbing a mountain right now.
Yeah, kind of.
Look at that.
Let's see.
It's like she's climbing. This is tilted. Be like, you the girl, you the woman.
Yeah, I don't think it's like this low. I think it's actually like
I
up
don't know
there
what that
somewhere.
is, but it's moving and I'm backing.
Yeah, they're snakes.
Oh yeah. Now you tell me.
Sorry.
What's down there?
So we were walking, looking for the baby doll head, and there's 1, 2 hooks in the cliff, but there's no doll head.
Oh.
Yeah. So, could have been.
Might have been taken down.
Maybe it was too scary.
Why would it have two though?
I don't know.
Linda has to go to the bathroom, and we literally just stopped at the gas station.
I mean, I thought that was a bathroom, honestly, but I think it's a garbage can.
No,
Yeah, it's a dumpster.
What park doesn't have a bathroom?
the one that's abandoned and haunted.
Of course. I might actually do that.
Go. We'll following you
No one's judging.
I
you,
can't
just-
even go pee.
without being on camera. That's the vlog life. Look at the
That could be our
caterpillars.
picture.
Making bug porn.
They're not caterpillars, they're ladybugs.
Oh, I did say that. I'm sorry. I saw a caterpillar. Look, they're mating. Oh,
Oh my
god.
gosh.
Oh,
You
my
can see it. They're humping like crazy. This
He's
is rated
at
R.
it. You go, bro.
This is rated R. I don't know if I can show that.
I've never seen that.
Animals mating. My battery's already
I've never
almost
seen
dead.
two ladybugs do that either.
I bet he went, and then he was done. It
He's still
happened
going.
so fast.
He's still going.
Still going.
He's not moving. Like you, I mean, I've never seen one
No, he's
go.
moving.
Oh, he's going now. He's doing it.
Go, bro.
He's doing
Get
it.
that booty.
This is weird.
Why are we celebrating two ladybugs taking sex?
It's nature.
It's the cycle of life.
Circle.
Circle of life.
Same thing.
So, oh, I wasn't recording.
What
Someone
happens if
left-
you touch it?
So I'm guessing
I wouldn't move
this
it.
is right here then. The whole burial thing.
Yeah. Someone left a little love stone.
Might be-
So this might actually be
Yeah, right here.
the burial.
It kind of looks like a little handprint. Kind of. Is there any more stones?
I don't know. I just saw it because it was white.
There's something green right there.
Oh,
Oh yeah, no.
there's another
So
stone.
there are different spots, I guess.
This one's high.
That one just says hi.
That one looks like an
But they're
egg.
supposed to be spiritual.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wonder if like kids did it for like a project.
They might have.
And the others probably don't. I'll look over here.
But they're supposed to be like little, like, kind of like, I guess like blessing things. They have little inspirational stuff on them. But they might just be rocks. Who knows? Who knows?
Here's a big one.
Ooh, this is
has
like
a name
Easter.
on it. This one looks older too.
Ooh. Wait, what's the name? Oh, that's not. Wow.
No, like whenever, like I have a bad family in general. Honestly, I don't know. Like whenever I do have, I just it's like feeling like something happens. So, like it's weird.
Like a impending feeling of doom.
Something like that.
We're gonna have to start bringing out light because I can't see him.
What if I flash your flashlight on them?
That works. We keep hearing people and there's like no one here. You can't even see.
It kind of sounded like a dog, but then it kind of sounded like people right after.
Oh, you're perfect.
What?
I don't see anything. Maybe it was in the distance. You want to sit down?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'll set the square box for you guys. So you guys don't have to mess with that. The only problem is you may have to slow it down or speed it up. So you can hand it to me to do that. Me to do that.
Yeah.
I'm just a little spooked.
Yeah.
heard something.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Right when I turned the spirit box on.
I kind of want to go back to the car, to be honest. I'm very shook right now.
I don't know why, but I feel like bad.
Yeah, I
You
do
should
too.
probably go,
But I
honestly.
don't want to leave.
Yeah.
Just to get the shot. Or...
What about we leave this area?
Yeah.
Because we're getting bad vibes.
I'm not feeling good about it.
Not working. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to record. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry, that was me. I broke the stick. Sorry, guys.
I don't want to be able to clear.
It might be better if we go there.
Yeah, let's try the table and
That way we're closer to the parking lot. I can leave my car lights on if you guys need
I don't know why, like you said, all of a sudden, as soon as you turned it on,
And I heard something in the background.
I heard something, and I recorded it too.
So I
Hopefully, if your camera was working.
really bad vibes.
Like, oh my
I
god.
kind of don't want to do the Ouija board.
You kind of don't want to what?
Do the Ouija board. Like,
Yeah.
there's some bad energy.
I automatically felt the same thing. So we're still chilling next to this picnic table. I just dropped something. I don't even know what it was.
I might go walking down and checking out the rocks with the EMF meter. I don't feel comfortable in that playhouse.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Yeah,
Like
that place.
we
I
all.
recorded it, by the way. I
Okay,
recorded
good,
the whole thing
good.
Before I even touched
Because I was using Linda's camera and I was not sure if it was recorded. But we all simultaneously felt really bad energy. And we all heard something, and I hoped it picked up on camera.
So you feel better now?
I do.
But how
now
did you-
that we're up here.
But how did you feel down there?
Like I said earlier, I was pretty on edge and scared as hell.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't describe it, but like I had a really bad feeling that like something was gonna happen. So
Yeah, I did too. Like, I don't know, it was just a foreboding feeling.
It was as soon as I turned the spirit box on, I got hit with this
Yes.
sensation like this was a bad idea.
Yes,
So
like, don't
we all
do
decided
it,
to leave.
is what it basically was telling us, was don't even.
I mean,
yeah.
And I've never felt something like that, like such a strong, like, no kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. How you feeling?
I'm not okay.
Do you feel like a bad energy?
Like I've been feeling it since we got here.
Really?
Like just it's a bad vibe period.
I wish we could see what was around us.
Yeah.
I mean, on camera.
I kind of like not seeing, like even in person. I'm kind of like, all I see is this is all I care about right now. What's so weird is like the Natchez Trace was way like bigger and darker and scarier.
But I
than
didn't
this.
feel, except for that one tree, I didn't feel anything.
But we could be egging each other on.
I think that's what we might be doing.
Is when one person gets upset, it kind of affects everyone.
Ricochets. And I'm the type of person I talk about. I just keep talking about it until I stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
And that might not be helping.
But like when I was walking around by myself, I was perfectly fine.
I feel a little bit okay, I'm not gonna lie. When I went next to the swing, I got a little scared.
Yeah.
But it was mostly because, you know, in my head.
Yeah. There's dirt all over my
Yep.
bouquet.
I think we should at least start trying to take flash pictures, maybe. I can't on my camera, but you can. And there's orbs. And we can just sit at the picnic table if we want, or chill here for longer.
I grew up around here. I've lived in this neighborhood since I was younger, Blossomwood, just that way. And it was always kind of a fun pastime. I didn't really know anybody because I was an only child. So when you're an only child and you're bored, you do some pretty crazy stuff. And one of the things that I decided was a good idea to do was come down here a lot. So I've been coming here since I was like 10. And I would hang out around here at night. Sometimes you just get this like creeping feeling, and I don't know if that's like in your head.
Yeah.
We literally just felt it.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, we should leave.
It feels like how I imagine a blind person would feel if they felt like somebody was sneaking up on them.
Yeah.
So you'd feel that a lot. One time I was walking up here and I heard kids who sounded my age talking. It was 2 of them, I think. I can only make out 2 voices. And once again, could have been the overactive imagination of a little kid who was freaking himself out. But as far as I remember, I definitely heard somebody talking. I came up here, there was nobody at all. Another time I was out here, I didn't feel anything, and then I got hit by it all at once. Like that person sneaking up on you, you couldn't tell, and they had already like grabbed you from behind to scare you or something. I didn't feel like I was in danger, I just felt like somebody was sneaking up on me. It hit me all at once, but nothing happened, and so I was looking around. I was certain there was somebody there. Like, it wasn't just a feeling, it was, I know somebody's here. And then I hear a creaking, and one of those swings, this is the most often thing that you'll hear about if you ask anybody. One of those swings was dead still. It jolted forward. I mean, like somebody threw it.
Oh, wow.
It jolted forward.
That, we'd be out.
Yeah.
Oh, I was. I was. I've never run that fast in my life. My little fat 10-year-old self.
Oh.
Yeah, because if it's just slightly swaying, you can be like, well, it's the wind or
Oh, yeah.
something, but...
You know, like
That's crazy.
it's always very comforting to say, oh, that's the wind, but the one time,
They say Mitch clothes.
yeah, the one time that I heard it, or saw it, the one time that I saw it, wasn't the wind. From dead still to, like, no acceleration. Dead still to swinging as fast as possible like there's a grown man on it.
Can we get your name real quick on camera?
Andrew Jones.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Hope this thing is working. Hey everyone, it's me, Amanda. So it's been about a couple weeks since we've been to the Dead Children's Playground, and me and Linda both were kind of talking about it, and we decided that we needed some kind of explanation. So first off, in that last little clip that you saw where a car was driving by telling us that the park was closing, that was actually a police officer. So shortly after that interview, we were pretty much kicked out of the park. So unfortunately the investigation was cut short. But the biggest thing that I wanted to talk about was the investigation itself. Looking back at everything while editing and watching the entire process, it doesn't seem like the playground was very scary or even haunted. However, there were a lot of things that were going on behind the scenes that we didn't film at all, mostly because of privacy reasons and just experiences that we were all having. Some of it was shown. Tycho himself was having a lot of bad vibes ever since we got to the playground, and we did all experience very, very bad energy when we tried to use the spirit box on the playground. Some of the stuff that we didn't show at all was some stuff that I was experiencing. So I was getting very irritable while we were at the playground. Looking back on it, and me and Linda have talked about it since, I don't really know why I was getting irritable. Like, there was some things that could have been the causes of it, but even in the moment, I didn't know why I was getting, like, agitated so easily. Linda and I chose not to film this because obviously I didn't want to look like I was a jerk, but we thought about it after it, and we thought maybe it could have been the negative energy that Tycho was also feeling. Me and Linda have experienced negative energy, demons, whatever you want to call it, before. And we know that this energy can affect people differently. Tycho was having a lot of bad energy. From what he explained, it seemed very anxious energy. We do know from experiences and from other people telling their stories that negative energy can affect people in bad ways, such as making them agitated or making them just feel things for no reason. Sadness, anxious, whatever it is. It's possible that I was feeling something, but it was not affecting me in the way that it was affecting Tycho. Another thing that we weren't filming because of privacy reasons, obviously, was the other people at the park. It looks like there was nobody there, but there was actually, you know, people coming and going all throughout the time we were there. For the most part, the people were pretty normal, and some of them were even ghost hunting themselves, but there were a few people that just seemed to be acting very strange and bizarre, and it was part of the things that made some of us anxious, and we were wondering, you know, maybe we should just leave because it just didn't seem like a good situation to be in. But we continued to stay. Another thing was that we were going to use the Ouija board, but we ended up just not doing that after the bad feelings we were getting on the playground set. So we decided that that was not a smart idea. But I have to mention the spirit box. At the time when we first tried to use the spirit box on the playground, we all immediately felt really, really bad. Linda and I have talked about it, and Linda said she felt a sudden kind of thought pop in her head, like, do you really want to open this door? And when she did hit the spirit box and started playing it, we all heard something. We all heard a little bit different things. Luckily, the camera did pick up one thing Linda heard. Linda heard the scream, and you can kind of hear it in the background. I heard people talking, and there were people at the park, but at this time, everyone had left. We were the only people there. After that, we obviously decided to go back to the picnic table. You saw all of that, and then we did try to conduct the investigation again. What we didn't show you was that Linda had tried to use the spirit box once more. However, she never turned it on again, because every single time like she went to like grab it, she kept getting the same bad feeling of just don't do this. After that, we took pictures and we wanted to go to the rocks again where the children are supposedly buried. Linda, however, again, this time she heard something, almost kind of like a knock. And she was just like, nope, let's go back to the picnic table. So we went to the picnic table and we were about to start the spirit box again because we decided that it would be safer, less scary, you know, where we were in a more lit well area. And that is when Andrew Jones showed up, the guy that we ended up interviewing. He showed up right before we were going to use the spirit box, and instead we interviewed him. So far we've had 5 things stopping us from using the spirit box. After his interview, again, the police showed up and they, you know, told us that the park was closing. That was another thing that was preventing us because we were going to use the spirit box again. And then the very last thing that happened right before the police officer turned back around to basically tell us a second time to leave the area, we were going to use the spirit box to show Andrew how it worked, and the police officer showed back up and he was telling us that we needed to leave right then, pretty much. So we never used the spirit box again, and we pretty much got stopped to use it 7 times. I know that the video doesn't seem very scary, and for that, I'm very sorry. I know nothing actually happened. The swings never moved on their own. You know, we heard noises, but we've heard noises before. It's very hard to explain the feelings that you get when you're in that situation. The best way I can explain it is that it's a feeling of impending doom. It's a feeling of bad things are going to happen if you continue doing what you are doing. With my experiences of bad energy, I personally feel like something bad was there. If anyone is wanting to go to the park, I highly suggest that you don't bring a Ouija board, because I feel like maybe that could have caused some bad energy to come forward. I also don't recommend, you know, egging anything on. Thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it. And if you want to see more of our videos, just hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see Tycho's videos, his links will be in the description for you. Thank you.